RV lifestyle. RV lifestyle.
I don't know what's going on back there. Obviously.
Take that, hashtag van life.
Yep. This is Vegan RV.
Hey, what's up? I'm Kevin.
I'm Laura. Yeah.
And we are
Vegan RV.
Vegan RV. Good morning.
Hey, so yeah, we
This is day 86. We haven't uploaded anything in between. I'm just kidding. What is this, day 4?
I don't know. Yeah, I guess day 4.
We've been without
It'll
internet.
be video, yeah. Video
We're
5, I think.
Canada.
Yes, we are in Canada, which is why I'm using my...
This table is wet.
Yep, that's why we're sitting on a towel.
Alright.
So we're at Liard Hot Springs Provincial Park. Liard River Hot Springs Provincial Park. I think that's the proper name for it. And we have enjoyed soaking. It has been amazing.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So tell them what you did yesterday, very early morning.
Alright, so yesterday I woke up and I saw the light coming through the front of the RV and I was like, I think while Laura's still sleeping, I'm going to go soak. So I got up, drank a cup of coffee, kind of got ready, and then I looked at the time and it was 3:30 in the morning. And with already a cup of coffee, I wasn't going back to sleep, so I just got ready. I trekked out, or I was going out there, and then realized I left my water bottle.
Yeah.
And so I had to come back. But once I finally got out there, I was the only person there for like a good 2.5 hours. Yeah, somebody showed up at 6. Shout out to Alan, my homeboy. He's been my talking buddy pretty much the whole time I've been in the Springs. Good dude. So we, so 3:30 till about 8 o'clock, I was soaking in the hot springs, and that was amazing. I lost track of time, and you know, the steam is coming off. You can really barely even see the woods that are around you, and I kept hearing noises, and in the very beginning I was afraid that it was like a bear out there and that it was going to attack me. And then I started thinking, I was like, you know, if I'm going to go out, being the person that got attacked by a bear in Liard Hot Springs, I'd probably have like a plaque dedicated to my wife. So I became one with everything. It was good, and that didn't happen, obviously, because I'm here today. But yeah, it was an amazing soak. Yeah. Laura came over for another one.
Yeah, in the afternoon.
But so before that, we woke up, had breakfast, just like most Americans, right? And then we went on a drive. Oh
yeah, so from the last video, you'll hear about all the animals that we saw on the way here. Well, there's a lot in this area, so everybody that we talked to recommended just getting in your car and driving up and down the road, because in the RV, really, you can only pull off in a designated turnoff. I mean,
some people are stopping in the road and throwing on their flashers, and there's some 18-wheelers out here that are hauling it. So you just gotta, like, be careful. Only stop for like a second or two if you're gonna look for it, if you're in the RV and can't pull off, but like, don't stop traffic because of it.
Yeah, exactly. But in the car, you can get all the way off on the shoulder, so... so we did that. We drove around.
And without internet access, it was like...
Yeah, we had nothing else to do.
The other thing to do. We're like, okay, we can either soak in the hot springs. Oh, we can go look at wildlife. Okay, yeah, let's go do that.
We took a lot of naps.
Yeah, oh, man. I napped hard yesterday. I slept good last night, too. Anyway, outside of that, so we started driving up and down the road.
So, let me get out my log.
Well, real quick, so we drove from here, we drove up to Coal River, which is like 30 miles, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
It may be 50, I don't know. We drove up and we drove back. It was, I mean, beautiful drive. I mean, not scenic like some of the other drives. It was just really awesome, and we saw a lot of wildlife. So, what are the tallies? Laura has her field notes that you really can't see. There you go. That she's keeping track of all the wildlife that we see
Yeah,
on a daily
this is
basis.
our wildlife book. Okay.
Is that yesterday?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Then you're missing the day that you wrote on the sheet of paper.
No. It's
That's
over,
there.
yeah.
Oh, just kidding.
Okay. So.
Tally. Keeping score. You're home.
So we saw 4 bison plus another 24 or so, which was the herd that we saw the day before.
Yeah. But we did see a new baby in the herd. So we saw 3 babies this time.
Yeah.
Instead of 2.
And the other bison we saw, so that we saw one
He was by
gigantic
himself.
one. He was
He
just
had this
right on
like
the side of the
triangle
road.
head. The dude was massive.
Yeah.
And I think he actually showed up at the park last night.
Yeah.
From what some people were saying, he was blocking the way to get into the to the park last night. So,
Yeah, they were trying to.
but he was huge. And then there was like another group of 3, and we saw them. They were eating the first time, and then the second time we came back, they were like
just-
passed out on the ground, like chilling. It was awesome.
Yeah. We saw bears, not just any bears. It was a mama and 3 babies.
Mom and 3 babies. Yep.
Yeah.
They were super cute. 2 black ones and 1 brown one, like
Yeah.
light tan.
Yeah.
He was super cute. And they were, so the mama bear was out there like eating grass, and the babies were like back there like falling over, the fallen
The logs
trees and stuff
yeah.
like that. So they were being playful in the back, but they knew like when they were kind of out front, but when they saw us, they knew to kind of get back, and so they started playing in the woods. But they were
Yeah.
super cute. And then, you aren't even gonna believe this, is
Yep.
like almost the highlight of the trip. Outside of doing these daily videos.
So we were just doing a walk around the campground, and we made the campground loop, and then we're gonna take the boardwalk out to the springs.
Because you gotta get your steps in.
Yeah, you got to get your steps in.
Yeah, I'm glad you came out with me, because I felt like there was some hesitation in the first. Well, I was like, let's go out for a walk, and you're like, I don't know about that. So it's a good thing you did.
It's a good thing I did, because what did we see? A
A
moose.
moose. Can
Yep.
you believe it?
It was a big old lady moose
Yeah.
who looked like she was pregnant, and
Huge.
the rangers said that there's a couple of lady moose that come here every year to have their babies.
Uh-huh.
So she was just standing in this bog, like eating.
Like in the, well, you say fog. It was like,
Bog.
the bog. Yeah, and it's warm, so you see the steam coming off of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's just sitting there, like, eating
Chowing
away.
down.
And I wanted to hang out to see if we were going to see a baby pop out, but, you want to give the wild animals their space. And, whenever we stop, it's like never more than 2 minutes, and then we just, even if we're driving, we see the wildlife, we get to enjoy it, and then we take off.
Yeah.
And just like the moose, when we saw the moose, it's like she's eating, like, just give the animals their space. And
Well, we haven't been in any situation where we've like trapped an animal. They've always had like a large amount of space that they can move in, and
I'm
get
sure we'll
out
hit
of
that
our way
situation
if
at
they
some
want
point,
to.
but But again, you just want to give the wildlife their space.
Yeah, definitely.
Don't feed them, don't pet them as
No,
much as you
never,
want to.
ever feed the wildlife. I mean, they have signs all over here that say a fed bear is a dead bear, because as soon as they start getting used to being fed,
Or they understand that people are going to feed them, that's
Yeah.
all they do.
yeah, then they hang around campgrounds, and that's when they start getting into trash and trying to get in people's RVs and all of that. So
Because they realize there's food there.
yeah, you never want to do that.
Yep. But anyway,
yeah,
so it was a good day, and then I
finally-
went back and soaked some more. And then I passed out. I took a nap yesterday. It was amazing. Then I took another nice sleep. I will say this campground, I mean, here's the thing. I think you can park across the street for free, right? It's $10 to get in here by the carload. Now, I don't know if that gets you all day access, so
Yeah, I don't
you may
know.
have to pay every time you come through the gate. But
Yeah.
it was 26 Canadian.
to stay here.
Yeah, which is like $8.50,
Yeah.
I think US. No, I'm just kidding.
But you can also access the springs at 3 a.m., which you can't. Like they close.
They
It
close the gate.
closes,
Now,
yeah.
could you walk across the gate? Probably. I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
it's just like a bar that they put across
Yeah.
the thing. But again, they, these parks depend on the money coming in. So,
Yeah.
and what I'll say, Paul, you're gonna love this one. It is literally, it's all gravel. It's,
Yeah.
lots of space in between.
Raked. They
it was all
raked
raked.
when we got here.
An amazing picnic table at every site.
Is there a fire? Yeah, there's a
There's
fire.
a fire
ring.
pit, and they rake the site before you get here.
Yeah.
So it's really pretty.
Yeah.
Half the sites are first come, first serve. So get here at 11.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean you're guaranteed to get a spot. But I'll say in fact, I see a guy raking the spots right now.
But there's no services. They have water.
Zero. They have vault toilets.
Yeah.
And they have water in the beginning.
Yeah, but there's no dump.
There's no dump.
Yeah.
There's no cell coverage.
Yeah, I think we said that yesterday, but
yeah.
there is zero.
It's not even
nothing.
I have, you could have the most expensive boosters, you're not getting squat.
Nope.
I mean, there's literally nothing between that small town that Laura talked about yesterday and Watson Lake.
And what did that person tell you?
We even drove 50 miles down to the next one, which was
the
Coal
next
River.
town, we got nothing.
Yeah, and supposedly there's a lodge that advertises that it has Wi-Fi. We drove by; they were closed, and there was nothing.
We didn't see any.
Like we tried
Yeah.
really hard.
And what did that person tell you at the hot springs about radio?
Oh, they weren't even getting any radio out here. So if you're coming out here and you need something to do at night that's not soaking or looking at wildlife or eating
Reading
food,
books,
either have a book, download some movies or videos or something, because there's nothing. But what I'll say is it's been very refreshing not having anything.
Yeah, there's a couple of mosquitoes around.
Yeah, no, they're around, definitely.
Yeah, it's just one or two coming by.
Yeah.
The mosquitoes, it's not too bad. I'm sure it gets worse.
Yeah, we're not early in the season. That would be like the beginning of May, but here we are. It's June 1st, and it's comfortable outside. I mean, you see some people, and here's the other thing. Like, I'm in one t-shirt
and I've got
a short,
a t-shirt and a flannel and a hoodie. So.
Yeah, and then you see some people that have like a freaking toboggan, wrap around scarf. So it just depends on how you like your weather. And the heater's been running a fair bit at night, but nothing crazy.
Yep.
But it's so quiet out here. You'll hear the occasional truck on the main road out there, but outside of that, freaking peaceful, man.
Yeah, if you want to be off the road when you come into the campground, you just choose a spot in the first part of the loop, because once you loop back around, you're going to be along
which side are we?
the highway.
12?
We're 16.
16?
Yeah.
So I'd probably say 1 through 24 are probably the ones off of the road, and then over 24 is the other side, and that's closer to the road. So you'll get a little bit more, but they're not allowed to use engine brakes through here, so you won't hear the blah, 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 and you're not on a hill, so it'll be fairly quiet. You'll just hear them drive by. Other than that, I mean, things are starting to bloom. It's so weird. I feel like every day on the walk from here to the hot springs, it almost changes daily. Like, I start to see new purple flowers or new this and new that, and it's just constantly changing. I mean, the snow's just melted recently, and things are starting to bloom, so it's beautiful up here.
Yeah, so
anyway, so
today we are headed to Watson Lake.
To get that internet.
Yeah, they're supposed to have some signal there.
Yeah.
So
our plan is, we don't have a plan except for this. We're gonna drive till we see a signal on our phone.
Get some bars.
And then supposedly there's 2 campgrounds in the city. I don't know if you want to call it a crazy city, but two campgrounds there, and then there's a government camp just outside, so it'll be the difference between paying 50 or 12.
Yeah.
So we'll decide what we need when we get there, and
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. Anyway, I think we've gone on long enough. I will, as always, the videos at the end will be shorter because we just drove around a little bit, but you'll get to see the moose and the bear with the babies. And I also
the bear of the babies.
I also caught the bear pooping which neither one of us noticed until I looked back and watched it.
Can you add animation into the video?
Huh?
To point it out? Like, this is where the doo-doo is.
I don't know if I can do that in iMovie. We'll see. At least on my phone.
Yeah.
Which is probably how I will edit this. Anyway, so yeah, if you want to keep up to date on what we're doing,
yep,
and see if we make it to Alaska
in one piece.
I'm pretty sure we will.
If we're still together, I mean, dun dun dun, cliffhanger. No, I'm just kidding. We're not like that.
Oh yeah, we need to create some drama.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so anyway, subscribe if you liked the video, thumbs up. If you didn't like it, stop watching.
Yes.
Just leave.
Yep.
See ya. We're done. We're done with you. Anyway, that's it.
Right.
Peace out.
Cool.
Canada, Mexico. Let's do this.
Yep.
2 Americans.
Yes. See ya.
2 Americans, 2 cups.
So we're driving along and get the car out. Just checking out these buddies. Hard to get the babies. Are you sure that's not a grizzly? No, I guess she's pretty small. Here's the babies. Oh, there's a little.
Come on out here and play. Oh my god. That was so little.
Hey everybody, so before I forget, you're about to see a video of Smith River Falls, and that is just past Liard Hot Springs. You cross over the Smith River and then there's an entrance to the right. Do not take an RV down there. But it's just like maybe a 2-kilometer drive down a pretty terrible dirt road, and you'll see some beautiful falls, so highly recommend that. So this is Smith River Falls. Wow. Real pretty.